And we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Velocity Entertainment. I'm your host, Kyle Leonard. Happy Monday again. If you're not familiar with the show's rundown, each and every Monday night, me and two buddies sit around this table and talk about last week's news and the biggest talking points from last week, and then we kind of nerd out about them. If you like the show, remember to follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, and on patreon.com/Velocity Entertainment. We definitely appreciate every like and follow and share. Doing all of that stuff gets you cool engagements with the show, so on and so forth. You get to, I was actually kind of thinking incorporating like a little something new. Maybe if we get like subscribers, then maybe they can pick, they can email me personally to pick Pokemon for you guys. That might be a fun.
They'll just pick the hardest ones and like screw us.
Well, at the end of the day, I still gotta make the decision of who gets picked. So
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't pick something too hard.
Can we not talk about that till the end? I am ashamed from last week.
But there is no show without the men sitting across from me. Isn't that right?
Better be.
We have the long hair, don't care, thug nasty, dropping them in the dirt, laying down the hurt, the all-knowing, almost Samoan, dishing out crosses, taking no losses, best blue eyes in Sioux Falls, Tanner Else. How are you, buddy?
Can we add rear naked choking people after last night?
Why don't you? What's that all about? Why don't you inform Mike here?
Oh.
So something happened at my place of work, and there were some people fighting each other.
Oh boy.
And I just was trying to gently remove this man from another man, but I had him kind of by his neck. Like, get away! And then all of a sudden I realized his arm kind of went limp.
Oh.
So I just gently laid him down like I was putting him to bed.
I don't mind laying these hands.
Try Jesus. Don't try me.
Don't try Tanner. Don't try Tanner. Except.
So
Some
we
of you
should
ladies.
just throw in that, rear
Hey
naked
man,
choking.
you get to dishing out chokeholds and taking no prisoners. I don't know.
Something like
Alongside him,
that. Yes.
he is the trash talker. Drops more bombs than Hurt Locker.
That's-
He is the nerdiest, the flirtiest, overall most luxurious, and soon to be married,
Gross.
Michael Otamende.
Yeah, woman.
How are you? Have you choked anybody out
I
this
have
last
not.
week?
Not in the last week. No.
Grow up.
All right, well, that's the end of the show.
Yeah, I need to
If
grow
you
up.
like it, subscribe.
Have you choked anybody out? No. You?
No, I've been doing a whole lot of staying at home.
Just end the show after that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I got things to get back to, boys. So we got to wrap this up. I got new systems to play,
We get it, Anna.
which I'll.
We get it.
We
You're
say
happy.
it every week. Of course, he's an
Yeah.
engaged man. Come on.
You don't have to go home. You don't have to go home to that. You can spend the night.
Okay, good.
All right.
We have couches.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a couch. I don't have a spare bedroom yet, but soon. Soon. So yeah, like I said, we'll just kind of give you the rundown of interesting movies, TV, video game, sports news that we like, and we'll go over the predictions we made last week. And then we get to everybody's favorite part of the game, Pokemon 20 questions at the end. Hopefully Tanner doesn't absolutely bomb it again this time.
Don't talk to me.
First up on the movie news segment, a remake, for the classic 1877 novel Black Beauty. That I didn't say that wrong too. I did. It was 1877.
What in the?
I've never seen it. Was that bad?
Is that during the Civil War?
Well, there's a 90s movie,
Okay.
but the 1877 is the novel. Black Beauty, a remake for Black
It's
Beauty.
bad when I hear novels in the 1800s. I just immediately assume racist novel.
racist.
I bet they
mean-
say the N-word in there a bunch.
I mean, Black Beauty.
Right?
Yeah.
A remake will be released on Disney Plus on November 27th. Although the movie looks like it has little relation and similarities with the original novel, this remake will focus on a young girl played by Mackenzie Foy as she forms a bond with the untamed horse voiced by Kate Winslet, I believe.
Ooh.
Coming from South Dakota, we've grown up all around horse girls.
Oh yeah.
It's a term here in the Midwest, horse girl.
And they all got dump truck booties.
That is true.
So it's good that they'll have another Anthem movie.
They'll have something to go to.
Hey, I watched the trailer for it. I mean, it looks pretty good, actually. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm not. It's not like. I don't know how to it's a horse girl movie. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, it's just a horse girl movie.
Like, it's not a
I
comic.
can't describe it any other way than that, but it looks good. Questioning you now.
I'm gonna show you, and we should have queued it up and we could have watched it, but I forgot.
Have you seen War Horse? Probably the best horse movie.
I
I've
have
seen.
seen War Horse.
I
Really
thought
good movie.
I thought it was a good horse movie. Maybe I'm a horse guy.
I haven't even seen Seabiscuit, so.
Next up, John M. Chu is gearing up for a Hawaiian roller coaster ride. The director behind Crazy Rich Asians is in negotiations to helm Disney's live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch. How horrifying do you think a live-action Stitch really is?
What?
Or do you think they give him that Sonic the Hedgehog treatment and kind of make him like
cute.
make him cute like his cartoon counterpart is?
You just give him
What do you-
humongous
Just like-
eyes.
it's like-
Or do
if
you
you
just
make
make
him-
him like horrifying?
You got to make him furry.
Yeah,
If he's not furry,
Right.
it's going to terrify kids.
furry with huge
He's got
eyes.
scales.
Like,
Doesn't Stitch like, because he like pops that crap out of his back or whatever when he goes like wild.
Yeah,
doesn't
he also like pops out another set of arms, which could be
Yeah.
very
yeah, that could get.
off-putting to small children.
There's gonna be
Horrifying.
some nightmares going on in.
I think we can all agree that the remakes just kind of aren't hitting the same mark
No.
as the originals did, and that's
I
probably a lot
enjoy
with
'em.
nostalgia.
No,
I enjoy 'em.
I enjoy them too. Yeah.
Just still kind of weird.
We're gonna get to more Disney later, but I'll tell you about that later.
Oh boy. Although the Pokemon Detective was amazing. It wasn't a remake of anything.
Right.
But it was a live action.
I agree. If they do
Just
live
now finally
action,
watch that.
No, I watched that a long time
Okay.
ago.
right?
Good.
So if they do
Elbow.
live action like that, where they make it look like the animation,
Yeah.
but just kind of give it like, I don't know, modern. Because I mean, obviously the Pikachu wasn't an actual rat; it looked like a Pikachu. It was just
Sure.
kind of rendered to look more realistic-ish.
Yeah.
If they do that with Stitch, I don't think they'll miss the mark.
I
too much.
guess I'm more worried about the other, like the bad dudes, like the big one-eyed chunky dude that chase him around. Like that's,
Yeah, that's right.
you don't make him-
Pleakley and Jumba.
yeah, if you don't make him slimy and evil looking, then what's it gonna be?
True.
Well, and then because I was just talking about this with another group of friends over last weekend. I actually really liked Stitch Has a Glitch, the second one. I really liked that, and I never liked Disney movie sequels.
They had
But
a second one.
Yeah, Stitch Has a Glitch. I really liked that one, and then they had a TV show where Lilo and Stitch had to like go around Hawaii and collect all of the other 625 experiments, and I really liked that show too.
Dude,
Like-
I swear when Disney tries to come out with a number 2, like Mulan 2, I'm pretty sure they're trying to
Pocahontas too.
Yeah, Pocahontas 2.
It's a cash grab.
Yeah.
Is essentially what
But
I
if you
think it
if you
is.
say you like it, maybe I'll give it a try.
All right, guys. Put your hands together because rumor has it. Tanner. Rumor has it that Marvel is in talks with Amber Heard for her to play a role in a new MCU movie in the future. To which I say, no, thank you. Moving on.
No, please God, no.
Yeah. No, thank you. It's been said in the past that Kevin Feige wanted her to play Captain Marvel, but
Yeah.
Missed one up top.
did it? Oh, I'll go back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
You're talking about you said Amber Heard, so I like zoned out and I'm just
Rage.
You said Amber Heard. I threw up in my mouth and pretended like you weren't talking anymore.
then I had to regurgitate the throw up back in my stomach.
And then I thought of Alpha Dog and I calmed down a little bit.
All right. Anyway, no, thank you. Also, don't go see Aquaman 2. I know we love Momoa, but just don't.
We do love Momoa.
Moving on to happier actors that I like. Sylvester Stallone joins the cast of Suicide Squad, announced by James Gunn last Saturday, although it's not clear who he's going to be playing. Gunn has worked with Stallone before on Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Who do you see Stallone playing in the DC universe?
You like him in anything other than Rocky, and we're not friends.
Really? You don't like him in anything other than Rocky?
What about
Maybe Rambo.
Predator?
Maybe.
or is it Alien vs Predator or it's just Predator?
No, he's not in Predator, is he?
No, that's Schwarzenegger.
And
shoot.
Carl Weathers.
What? You know why I get
Who's also in Rocky.
You know why I get Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone mixed up? Neither of them know how to talk. So
True.
And they both have gigantic foreheads.
and
True.
they're both buff.
True.
So this is why I get them mixed up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, audience.
Both their last names start with an S.
Oh, how dare they?
The similarities go on and on.
But when you think of Stallone, who do you think he could even play in the
Well-
DC universe? Like, is it a
Do you think they make him a villain finally? Has he ever been a
Yeah.
villain?
Yeah.
When is he a villain?
Spy Kids.
Oh.
Oh, he was in
Get it
Spy
together,
Kids,
guys.
Dude,
Oh, Spy Kids 3D.
good call.
Yeah.
That was a deep pull.
I was like, man, is there anything else? But no, that's the one that
Speaking of
sticks
which,
out in my
I
head.
didn't add it to the news, but they're like going to remake Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I don't know if you ever saw those movies.
Oh,
Can't do
They're-
it.
didn't we have that in the news at some
Can't
point?
do it.
I'm pretty sure we talked about that.
Maybe
If it ain't
a
Taylor
while
Lautner,
ago.
if it ain't Taylor Lautner, I don't want it.
What's her name? Who played Lava Girl's coming back? We haven't heard anything about Shark Boy Taylor Lautner yet.
He better be
But
a
it
penguin
wouldn't-
villain.
That's
I
not,
could
that's
see
not a bad idea.
penguin.
I could see maybe like Clayface. That'd be-
Penguin villain.
Well, no, he.
Stallone.
I thought he was talking about the penguin from like Batman. I was
That's
like,
what I was thinking of too. What is he talking about?
but he can't because penguin is short and fat.
Right, and Colin Farrell's already going to play him, so I know they're not.
Colin's not short and fat either, so
Yeah.
I know they're not in the same universe before I was interrupted,
Sorry, go ahead.
but I think Stallone could do like a Clayface, something where he use his voice because it's just I'm gonna get you, Batman. That was a terrible Stallone.
Because Clayface can change his voice to whatever he's impersonating.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Just take Sylvester Stallone out of the movie completely, but call it him. Let me hear your best Stallone.
What? Oh, no.
Adrian!
It doesn't matter how hard you keep moving.
yeah, I was gonna do that one too. I was gonna do that
It's
one.
about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
That's
Apollo,
pretty
was
we're
better.
not young anymore, Apollo. We can't keep doing this.
Oh,
was
that's a
pretty
good one. Solomon Grundy. I didn't think about that.
Bet,
Who's that?
dude.
Who's that?
He's like the big buff villain in
Yeah.
Batman, I believe.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
He's like they say he's kind of like the Hulk. Well, I don't know if he's the Hulk.
Ish, he's like an undead version. He was shot in the head, and then I'd have to do my research on Solomon because I'm not super familiar with him.
Hulk equivalent. I guess.
But I could definitely see that. Good
okay,
pull,
that's
dude.
a good pull.
Good pull, chat. Good pull. All right. More rumors.
Putting hands.
The replacement for Johnny Depp's Grindelwald is in discussion, with WB seeking to give the job to Mads Mikkelsen.
Are you trying to make us cry?
I don't even know who that is,
The
but
seasoned actor is in talk to replace Depp in the third Fantastic Beasts movie. Mads Mikkelsen was in Doctor Strange. He was the bad guy in Doctor Strange.
Oh,
He was in Death Stranding. He played, I know there's a video game that you guys probably didn't play.
wasn't the bad guy in Doctor Strange like an entire planet?
Well, that's Dormammu, but the guy that was working for him.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go on.
Yes. He also plays Hannibal Lecter in the show Hannibal.
oh, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And
Well, his
then
initials are Eminem, so no,
I was supposed to be looking. At that. Sorry.
because MGK all day.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that guy.
Oh
yep.
yeah.
I'm trying. What's my? There's a movie that he's a really good villain in. Well, not a really good villain. But,
Why is he always a villain? He is. He has.
good at
looks
it.
like one.
He looks like a villain. Okay.
He's
I,
good
just
at
looking
it,
at
yeah.
him, and if I saw him in person, I don't trust that guy.
It's like that dude from Walking Tall with the white hair.
Yep.
I forget his name.
Oh, he's in Casino Royale.
yeah, he's gonna
James
be
Bond one.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
that
in.
tier dude.
He's gonna be the bad guy in Resident Evil. What is his name?
This
I don't
guy's
remember.
being put to work in
Neil
Hollywood.
Donahue, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Mads has been in a lot of stuff,
He
dude.
just goes home every night knowing everybody hates him.
Yeah. Right. He was originally a gymnast and a dancer. Interesting.
I don't ever see Gary
Hate
Sinise
him
without generally thinking about either bad guy or Lieutenant Dan. So I mean, that guy's got quite the rap sheet too.
Yeah. That's true.
Real quick here to wrap up the stories for the movies. Tom and Jerry are getting a movie remake. Tomorrow on November 17th, we will be getting our first trailer. In that trailer, I assume we'll get a release date and a platform to where we can watch it. Do you think it is time for Tom and Jerry? Do you miss them? Do they talk?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like
You remember the first Tom and Jerry movie where they talked? I do.
I feel like
I was like 9.
they kind of give me nightmares.
I just remember he's like, well, how come you never talked before? And Tom's like, well, I didn't have nothing to say to you. And I still don't.
Great line. Great line.
Am I the only one who never got into that show or the movie?
Really, I love Tom and Jerry.
Did
man.
you have
There's
a
nothing wrong.
childhood?
There's nothing wrong with not watching it. But
He's like, you didn't watch
Pay
Alexander.
attention.
See how close I scooted to him? Now he says sorry when he says shit.
pay attention to
He
everybody.
put somebody in a chokehold.
Try Jesus.
I did.
Try Jesus. Tanner needs
Please
to,
don't try me.
I need to try Jesus, not Tanner. Puts people in chokeholds at work.
Yeah. Pay attention, guys. We're about to see another
Yeah, right.
another chokehold. So, as I alluded to earlier, we are starting up a brand new segment in this show for the next probably 10 weeks, 10 episodes. We are going to do a tournament.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, bum, 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 bum.
Chicka, chicka, chicka.
So, as you know, all three of us here are gigantic nerds. Video games, love them.
Speak for yourself.
Movies, love them. Disney movies, love them. Seen every one of them, and if I haven't, I will soon. So, we are going to start a tournament. Between the three of us, we're going to have randomly generated Disney movies go up against each other in head-to-head battles, where the three of us will discuss different elements in the movie that make it so lovable, and then by majority rules vote, we're going to decide which one will move forward at the end of the discussion.
Quick question.
Yes.
So it is a bracketed challenge. What do we do if there's not an even number?
There is, yep.
Oh, there is.
Yep. So we have it's a 42-team single elimination bracket.
Oh, perfect.
So I was
was
able
there
to-
some you had to leave out?
There's a couple, like I said,
Probably not the heavy hitters though.
all of the heavy hitters are there, but there are a few here and there that did get skipped, and I might get yelled at for a couple of them. I didn't put any sequels, no Frozen 2, no
Oh, that's fine.
none of that stuff,
That's fine.
no live action ones. Get out of my face, Tanner. If
Well,
Frozen isn't
Frozen
enough
2
for
is
you-
legendary.
But can't you just combine the Frozens in like kind of, you know?
I'll allow it.
I'll
OG.
allow it.
So generous of you. But anyway, yes, like I said, there are a few that are missing. I might get yelled at by a couple of people who have a favorite that may not have made the list, but there are 42 movies on the list, including Pixar. Pixar's heavy hitters,
Yeah.
because I mean, there's just you can't
So
ignore Toy Story.
we're combining all three of the Toy Stories then, or all four of them?
Toy Story
I want
1.
justice.
Toy Story 1 is the only one we need to judge.
I want
You know,
justice.
Excuse me. Some of the other
Toy Story
Stories
3
are
is
great.
better than 1.
I would actually agree with Tanner on that one.
How about you fight me? How about you try Jesus and not me? How's that
You
sound?
don't want these rear naked choke hands, man.
Jesus.
Sounds like you on your way to a Kimura.
Who's Magical Danny?
That's my bro. That's my bro.
He can get these hands too. Anyways,
You can get these hands down.
So we're gonna be basing this discussion off of 6 general discussion points. Plot. Does the movie make sense? How does it make you feel? Is it memorable? Is it immersive? The villain. It's just as important to have a memorable and lovable. What's that?
I have a question. So do we vote on each single point and then
No, it's something we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll make our votes after we kind of go through each 6 of these. So your villain, as important as it is to have a memorable and lovable hero, such is it to have an important, compelling, and interesting villain. 3, the hero, of course. Nothing is more important than having a memorable hero. How widely known are they? How likable are they? Do they make choices that make sense?
Typically not, but go on.
Number 4, their support. Even our heroes need help sometimes, whether this comes in the form of animals, human counterparts. It's popular to see supporting characters. How do these characters add to the story, and how essential are they to the hero's journey? So if they weren't there, would the movie just continue on the same, essentially?
Ooh, soundtrack.
Number 5, the soundtrack. It's important to know that not every movie on this list is intended to be a musical, but the staple to a good Walt Disney animated movie is no doubt the song that comes along with it. Are they catchy? Do they get you moving? How universally
If
known
we
are
just
they?
base this off soundtrack, I already know what would win.
Pocahontas. Colors of the Wind.
It's between Hercules,
Oh, Hercules. Is it?
Hercules and Tarzan, because Elton John never had to do us like that.
Right.
So
And then lastly, personal attachment. obviously, because this tournament will be voted on in the way of majority rules. It's very important how you feel personally about a movie. Nobody can replace the things that you connect to, the things that touched, or the songs that touched your heart. A song that means nothing to me could have structured Tanner or Mike's childhood. It's important to take the facts into account, but it's also important to remember how a movie makes you feel.
Fair enough. All right.
Those are the criterias that we'll be judging these movies on.
But mainly soundtrack. But I get
mainly
it.
soundtrack
Yeah, okay,
and
yeah.
personal.
Mainly 5 and 6, but also.
So we got one. So we got two for sure. We're gonna go over the first round, which is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs versus Sleeping Beauty. These matchups were completely randomly generated, so the fact that these movies are exactly the same to almost a T
Yeah.
was not my doing. It's all random.
This was an RNG made.
But we do get the Dream Queens. So
Okay.
without further ado, let's begin the discussion here, boys. Did anybody watch any of these movies over the last week?
Yeah, me and Anna did.
I watched Sleeping Beauty because I know Snow White back and forth.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since I watched Sleeping Beauty, so plot.
I swear these
Like
are the
I said,
same
these movies are about the same, so obviously Snow White is tricked into eating an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's my only plot thing. You just gonna let 7 dudes move in?
Yeah.
She's
That's
asleep.
acceptable.
Well, sleep is
There
not
was some-
consent. I
was
I'm
some-
just
understand.
saying that's hoe behavior.
There was also some rapey vibes going on the whole time.
Yeah.
Like heavy rapey vibes.
True. So it's like almost verbatim the same plot. Princess is tricked into falling asleep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Spindle, Apple, Maleficent, and the Evil Queen. She's rescued by a prince, and then they go back and get their kingdom back. Pretty much.
What do you know?
So
That's why this is so hard to vote on.
this one is really tough actually because
Nope. Not even a little bit.
the plot's the same pretty much. Let's jump into the villain. So we got the Evil Queen and Maleficent.
Same villain again.
Pretty much the same villain, but Maleficent turns into a dragon, and I think she's definitely more well liked and known
She's a better villain.
by comment.
I was
think
gonna say
she's
she got her own movie. So
Yeah, that's true.
I think she is. I think she's a better villain.
Decent movie too.
both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch the second one. I'm not gonna lie.
Neither have I yet. I
Mistress
watched
of Evil.
it. Tanner's just.
So we got so the hero is the next one, and obviously Snow White and Aurora are the heroes in these, but they're asleep through a lot of it.
Yeah. What the?
So do we call the Prince Charming
princes?
heroes? I guess.
Well,
I guess between the two, Snow White
wins because
Snow White wins the hero.
She did more.
because
Well,
she
more
did
things.
more.
she was awake more of the movie. I would say.
I agree.
Yeah, hanging out with 7 dudes at the same time.
Yeah, it was kind of strange.
Uh,
She kissed a few of them too.
I know.
Well,
Can
I
you-
think she kissed all of
can
them.
you name all 7
Before.
of the dwarfs? Go.
Ready?
Dopey. Oh, are you going?
No, I was.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope. You already started. Take it away, dopey.
Get away, Dopey. Dopey, sleepy. Hold on. I got this. Grumpy.
Yep.
Who's the one who kind of like talks for the group? What was his name? Hold on. Okay, someone help me out here. Jeez.
No, man. You want to jump ahead of me?
It's too bad.
You made your bed, sleep in it.
I didn't even know you were going.
I was sitting here like this.
I'm out. I tap out.
4 more, man.
I didn't know. I had those 3 as well.
All right, so
I think is lazy
we
one.
got what?
Oh,
Dopey, sleepy, grumpy, bashful, sneezy.
Oh, that's right.
Doc, and what's the 7th one? I can't remember the 7th one. Dang it.
Anna going off on
I got 6 out of 7. Michael
That's
got
good enough.
Michael got 3. I win.
Needless to say,
I don't know. You kind of went off.
if you live with 7 dudes, it's probably not a good thing.
She belonged to the streets.
She belonged to the streets.
So support. Neither of these characters really have much different support. It's pretty much like the prince, I would say, and then obviously the 7 dwarfs. So I think Snow White wins in support as well. You would think,
I think so.
because I don't think Aurora has really much for side characters besides.
Well, good point brought up in chat. There is a dragon in Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah,
True, but that's not an ally, is it?
No.
That's kind of what I mean by support. Is like the
yeah,
ally,
true.
the ally towards the hero.
True. I guess I was going back to
Sleeping Beauty already won the villain category. Jeez.
True. Sorry.
So I would say Snow White definitely wins the support
Sure.
section of that.
I would
because
say
of-
so.
Just because of all of the 7 dwarves that I can only name 6 of.
All 7.
Is there a clumsy? I don't know.
Maybe.
I swear one of them was lazy.
Well,
I
I
think
thought
it's
that was
just
Sleepy.
Sleepy.
Actually, I'm thinking of Bone Thugs. Lazy Bone. I'm thinking of Lazy Bone.
All right.
Snow White and the Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Basically the same.
So the soundtrack, both of these are scores. There's not any like worded songs in the movies,
Yeah,
really.
I guess the one I just mainly think of was Snow White doing that.
Like the whistle.
I'm not gonna make the noise. I'm gonna
Do
butcher
it.
it.
Make the noise.
We want to hear.
Nope.
No.
Give me my falsetto. And then all the animals come.
Yeah, and then we get flooded.
And
That's all I
why,
think
and
of.
that's kind of why I think she leans more in this category too.
But I do think Sleeping Beauty
'Cause I
definitely
can't
had
think-
more like dramatic,
Well, yeah,
exciting music.
I mean, Maleficent had green fire,
Yeah, there was the music that came with that was intense.
but can you remember what it sounds like? I can remember the whistles and stuff.
I can remember like gongs along with like heavy drums in the background, like when that dragon was coming out.
I can't even spell it right. Sorry, I was just looking.
You'd have to do animated Maleficent because
Yeah,
it's just going to show you Angelina Jolie over and over,
right.
which is fine too.
Don't accidentally do anime Maleficent porn though. I accidentally did that one time.
I accidentally did that. Yeah.
My browser never left that page.
So you're saying Sleeping Beauty has the more memorable soundtrack for you rather than
For me, yeah.
I would say Snow White does for me, but
What can you think of other than the song she sings when she's
I
calling
just can't
animals?
think of
Neither
what
of
the
them-
sounds are in Sleeping Beauty right now. Like,
You're making me choose between two movies that don't have great sound.
that don't have a great soundtrack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's just what I'm saying is that neither of them have like, under the sea. You know, life is much better down where it's
Except
wetter.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Moving on, personal attachment. Overall, just how do you feel about each movie? Like which one makes you feel
Feelings.
feelings? Like which one do you just like better? Like I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like Sleeping Beauty just better than Snow White. In my personal opinion, just because I like Maleficent so much and I like the poke and the spindle.
I like Maleficent. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Sleeping Beauty.
Such a personal attachment.
If there's 2 movies and one of them has a dragon, guess what?
The dragon.
The
wins.
dragon.
All right, well, let's make an official vote on this then. 3 grown hairy dudes
Let's make it a
voting on Disney movies.
TKM.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I vote Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. TKM.
All right, TKM for Sleeping Beauty. Snow White is eliminated.
It seems
Snow
kind of
White
unfair
just
because
got owned.
Snow White's such an older movie. It seems kind of I don't know.
Sleeping Beauty's fairly old too, and I
It seems unfair.
I think
well, it's not your fault. It was random. But
I think Snow White is definitely more well known
Plus
than
Kyle's a
Sleeping
thing for
Beauty.
blondes.
yeah.
True. I think Snow White is definitely more known for Sleeping Beauty. She's kind of like when you think of a Disney movie, you think of Snow White. I mean, it is what it is, but that doesn't make it a better movie, in my opinion. I
Well,
think
like-
the better movie is Sleeping
The
Beauty.
thing that did it for me is like my favorite part of that movie was like the birds laying the little strips of bread across the pie. Other than that, I'm like, man, that movie was pretty whack.
Pretty
Then I
Yeah,
think
I
of
mean,
Sleeping
kinda.
Beauty, and I'm like, green fire, dragons.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
True.
It's like Maleficent just won that category for her. I wonder if she can do it
Yeah.
again.
Hey, Snow White got the support. Is that the only one she won? Support. From?
Support, definitively, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's because she got 7 people and
Yeah.
only got 1.
I think she won plot too, just because Aurora doesn't do much.
True.
Yeah, Maleficent.
I
kinda
think
had
we
the
got.
plot
I think
in
we got time for round 2. What do you guys think?
it. Might as well.
Might as well.
All right. So once again, I just can't stress enough that these are completely randomly generated matchups. I don't want to get yelled at because a movie that you loved got put up against another movie that you loved. Hey, it's Disney. It's gonna
Kyle,
happen.
Boo,
Boo,
sucks,
Kyle.
boo.
But everyone.
It's gonna happen. Okay.
Hate mail. Hate mail.
I'm looking at Tanner because there's one coming up where he's gonna be like, "What?"
I bet it's Lion King and Tarzan. I bet.
Don't you ever do that to me.
Don't you put that evil in.
Don't you ever do that to me.
All right. So, Sleeping Beauty moves on to the next round. Good job, guys. The second round, Pinocchio.
Yeah, you're gonna do it.
Everybody's favorite. What's that?
This one's tough. Go on.
This one is very
Just
tough.
go
It
on.
really is. So we got Pinocchio going up against my boy Peter Pan. Like I said, completely random. Both phenomenal movies, man. This is a tough one for me because I really, really like both of these movies, man. Oh, brother. All right, so plots of each movie.
I think I already know my winner for this one, but well, they both have like deep symbolism, like we were
Right,
talking about.
yep.
One is like Neverland is supposed to like symbolize heaven, and then I think the kids who go there were like the kids killed in World War I or two bombings. I don't remember.
Something like that, yeah.
But so it's like a really deep. But then Pinocchio has super deep symbolism too. The whole thing is like underlying, you know.
Here's my thing as far as plots go. If you're going to make this universe or this world have some magic, better have a lot of it. Not just a little boy coming to life, all right? I want flying. I want alligators with clocks and all that crap.
Yeah,
I want all of it.
he wants Quidditch matches.
Quidditch
Yes.
matches.
If you're going to have a little bit of magic, make it the world full of magic, all right?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
kids turn into donkeys. That's kind of magic.
Yeah, that's pretty magical.
That was pretty stupid to me.
Have you ever seen Pinocchio, Tanner?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I remember there was like a whale or something, wasn't there?
Yeah.
There was a whale.
Uh-huh.
I think the dad gets swallowed by a whale.
Yep. Geppetto.
Get this
Idiot who gets swallowed by a whale.
Geppettophile, yep.
pedophile.
Villains, obviously, I think Peter Pan has this without a doubt because he's got one.
Well, here's the problem though. Pinocchio has like several villains.
Yes.
And
Pinocchio
one
has
of
a
them's
lot of
one of
villains.
them's more evil than the devil.
Yes.
Who's that?
He's like the what do you call him? Like the circus caller. I don't know what his name is,
Something like that.
but he's the one who like tempts them with all the vices of the world, and they turn into donkeys.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say Captain Hook has the way more known villain.
So Pinocchio has the better villain, probably.
Well,
the
Pinocchio
more
has
sinister villain.
Pinocchio has a list of villains.
Right.
There's like what 10 villains in Pinocchio, so
True,
that's why
true.
none of them are known.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why
But
Peter Pan would take it is just because.
that's tough though, because it's like 10 villains versus one really known one.
Yeah.
You know,
Like how much pull does Captain Hook have?
I would say Captain Hook might still win it, but
Well, he's got his assistant Shmi, and then there's the alligator, Princess Tiger Lily.
Because here's the thing.
I feel like
Princess
Alligator's
Tiger
like,
Lily was
I
kind
feel
of
like
the bad
Alligator was a
person.
good guy in the thing. I don't know, maybe not.
He could have got either.
trying
Could have went
to-
other. It could have went either way.
He's trying to get Captain Hook, man. He's the bad guy. He's not some dreamy eyeliner dude from Once Upon a Time. No.
Right?
I was gonna say, anytime that we have a villain that gets their own whole movie, they kind of win.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Like he got
Hook.
multiple live action movies. He got multiple single animated movies.
No wonder Anna makes me wear tights. She's the guy to crush on Peter Pan. So.
Should I get black or green? Green.
Green.
You should really
Green,
get
I'm
green.
sure.
Screw you, Anna. Just kidding. So villain, what was I guess?
Hero.
Oh,
so
we're on hero. Sorry.
Pinocchio just versus Peter Pan as a hero.
Well, Pinocchio kind of sucks.
Let's get real.
Pinocchio-
Let's get real,
Pinocchio's-
guys. 1v1 right now.
That's not fair.
Who wants the smoke?
I've obviously.
I don't know. You could,
I don't think Pinocchio does a single heroic thing besides rescue Geppetto.
but you could like stab Pinocchio. It probably wouldn't hurt him, right?
True.
With his dagger. I don't know. Well, you could
Wait till his nose gets long. You cut it off and you beat it with him.
True.
Like beat him with it. Sorry.
Beat him with it.
He could just carve him into like a wooden like boat. Just be like,
Yeah, I
get out
guess.
of it. I don't know. Okay, so Pinocchio does kind of.
Just look at the walk he's doing right there. You know what that says to me? Nerd.
I take offense to that.
You should.
So I think
Well, Peter Pan wins, but like Pinocchio, he gets taken advantage of every 5 minutes. So,
He really does.
So everyone kind of hates him.
he is a
He's a
very
little
gullible.
boy. Don't say
He
taking
is a very
advantage of.
gullible little kid, and that's kind of the point of that movie.
Yeah.
Is that he's not very heroic.
That's
he's
the symbol.
He's innocent.
He's like the innocent, naive
Right.
personality of humans or whatever.
Soundtrack, baby. So I would say immediately when I think of Pinocchio, the first song is No Strings. I Got No Strings on Me. Immediately pops into my head. When I think of Peter Pan, though,
We talked about this.
Go ahead.
The most racist song in all of Disney history is in Peter Pan.
Why is this ringing a bell? But I can't think of the name of it.
Why is the red man red? It talks about like why Native Americans are red.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It is. I was actually just laughing the whole time. I'm like, how did they get away with this? But it's an older movie, so. Yeah.
See, I'm more. I honestly, when I think of Peter Pan, I mostly think of Hook,
Should we play the song?
which is not what I'm supposed to be
don't think-
basing this
I
on.
don't think we
true.
can.
Oh,
yeah.
true. Plus, we shouldn't as
Yeah,
well.
technically, I think with copyrights and stuff, we technically
I'd like to
can't
apologize on behalf of both of my white counterparts.
We can watch it because Tanner's here. Well, I mean, but other than that, Peter Pan has some good songs, you know. But Pinocchio has "When You Wish Upon a Star" as well.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that
crap,
song.
yeah.
I forgot.
Because, yeah, like,
All right,
looking at the soundtrack.
Wait, isn't that the Disney song? Like,
it is.
That's the main
It
Disney
is,
song.
yep.
Oh,
It is. Yep.
Man,
We
oh,
might have
man.
to give this to Pinocchio.
Yeah, I think soundtrack without a
I
doubt.
don't want to, but I have to.
Because we got like what, A Pirate's Life and Second Star to the Right or whatever. And
Yeah. And then
trying
the
to think-
racist song.
I'm just trying to think of the song that like all the Lost Boys were like following him around, and he was telling him whatever, but he sang him a song. I can't think of what it is.
I can't remember either. And I just watched Peter Pan with Anna.
Oh yeah, Anna, he's my butt pirate. So
yeah, if you
Only
put a
on
little,
Tuesdays and
if you
Thursdays?
put a little eyeliner on and maybe kind of did your hair and then you wore like the leather thing,
and
you could
always
probably,
stood with your hands on your hips.
You
I've
could
already-
probably pull off the hook.
I've already had like 10 different people say I look like the Hook from Once Upon a Time, but
Yeah, I could see
I haven't
it.
seen it yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, our new guest, the guy who played Hook from Once Upon a Time.
I just need eyeliner.
Talk in the British accent too, or the Australian accent.
I can't. I butcher.
do it.
Putting a shrimp on the barbie. I can't do it. I told you.
That was freaking Australian. What did you?
He said
Shrimp
I-
on the Barbie?
I don't
He said-
remember.
he said
I don't
British
remember,
or Australian.
I don't remember if he's Australian or British in the show.
I don't
Anna
know.
will tell me.
I heard British, and then I heard shrimp on the Barbie, and I was like, "What are you guys doing?"
He said either or. Is New Zealand that different from Australia?
No,
No, not really.
same corner of the world.
Yeah.
All right, number 6, personal attachment. Just overall feeling about both movies. Like which one
Oh boy.
touches your yes square, your heart.
Yes, square.
For me, it's so tied. I don't even want to put. I would
It's
say
this is a tough one, man.
Peter Pan a little bit more because Pinocchio gave me nightmares.
I
But
think Peter Pan tilts just a little bit, just because.
He's got all the boys to take care
we
of.
didn't
I
do
was
some-
attached to him.
We didn't talk about support though,
oh, by the way, go ahead. Yeah.
because supporting characters in Peter Pan is pretty.
Oh yeah.
think-
Well, Pinocchio doesn't have any supporting characters.
Jiminy Cricket,
Jiminy
I think
Cricket.
Geppetto. That's about it.
And Geppetto's like he sucks
Yeah.
the whole time he gets swallowed by it. He just
Right, but yeah, Jiminy Cricket versus Tinkerbell, the Lost
Wendy,
Boys, Wendy.
everybody.
Wendy,
yeah.
bunch
What was
of Native
Wendy's
American
brother's
tribes.
I don't remember.
Didn't Wendy had a brother, right?
She had 2 brothers.
She had 2 brothers.
Yep, I don't remember what their names were, unfortunately.
One was a baby and one was like the nerdy guy with glasses.
Yep, I think she was the middle kid, right? Yeah.
You might-
Older brother, younger brother.
Maybe.
See, I'm more attached to Peter Pan, and I know we're just doing these head-to-head movies,
Right.
but there was a play version that I used to watch growing up, the cartoon version, and then the one with that other kid that came out later, the live-action one.
Mm-hmm.
All those movies were so good to me. So it's like I can't.
I definitely think Peter Pan spun a lot more generational spin-off movies and live action
there's Pan.
movies.
I also think that's because Pinocchio gave all the kids nightmares growing up.
Probably.
Also, there was a sci-fi series of Peter Pan too. There was like a 3-part series, and that dude,
True.
you guys seen Little Nicky, right?
Yes.
The white brother with the spiky hair. He plays the bad dude in that sci-fi series of Peter Pan.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this
Little
is
Nicky.
this
Sci-fi.
isn't gonna help.
No.
It's not gonna help.
But I'm liking what I see.
Yeah, but we'll stay here. Okay, where were we? Okay, so
So just personal attachment, we're all kind of leaning more towards
a little bit.
Peter Pan.
And we were saying for
what I
support
think.
as well. Peter Pan
And for support. So let's make a vote. I got to vote Peter Pan, man.
Oh, this is tough.
It's very tough, but I think it's just like you said with the subliminal meanings, with the memorability.
I think villain and soundtrack. I actually give it to Pinocchio.
Soundtrack 100%, and villain,
Villains.
yeah. I mean, he's definitely has, like you said, like 10 villains.
Yeah. That's the problem. If he had one main villain,
I just wish I could remember more than maybe two of the
Well,
villains.
there's like the two foxes that mislead him the whole time.
Right.
There's the one guy who's worse than the devil, the circus caller.
and
Yeah.
those foxes actually come from like the original Pinocchio story.
Yeah. There's the Middle Eastern guy who slams in a cage.
Okay.
What is that guy? The puppet master. Anyway, this is tough.
You rewatched
I'll
Pinocchio
let
more recently than
I'll
I
let
did.
you vote first. I don't know.
Peter, easily.
Okay.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter what I vote. I guess I'm gonna vote
I'm sorry.
Pinocchio just to make it.
Pinocchio just holds no
I
weight for me.
actually like want to know what you think though. Like if it's Pinocchio or Peter Pan. I know it's
Well,
so tough, man. I know it is.
It
but-
really is basically a tie for me, but I don't want to leave it at a tie because you never like at the end of an MMA fight when it turns into a tie. It's like, ugh.
Right.
But
no,
it would
I
be
hear ya.
it would really be a tie for me. But it doesn't matter because you both voted Pan.
Right.
so.
Right. So Peter Pan will win and move on to the next round, whereas Pinocchio will be eliminated because I just think
Your vote only counts as a half vote anyway. I don't know if we told you that going in.
Oh, that's
but,
cool. Yeah.
that's a
'Cause I'm
tough.
not- 'cause I'm
That's a
not
really
heavyweight.
really tough one, you guys, because man, boy, do I love both of those movies.
We gotta say goodbye.
Even though I saw it, I don't think I ever got into that movie and got excited about it. But Peter
Fair
Pan is just
Fair enough.
awoke
I
in my
think-
little boy.
I think it's the better movie, just overall.
Oh, Hook is British, not Australian. Okay.
Ha! Knew it.
Well, it makes sense because it takes
I made
place in
both.
London.
I also made both guesses, but
Well, here's what I was thinking. It takes place in London, right? Not Never Neverland, but
Right.
Never Neverland has to be in the Americas because they had Native Americans. What the heck is wrong? What the heck is up with that?
right.
Or is it heaven? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
you
Stop
can't
making me think about things.
you can't dive too much into the Disneyverse, man. You just
sorry.
can't do it.
I take all that back.
Then you start thinking that like Tarzan
Well,
is
I
Elsa's
feel like-
sister.
I feel like the same thing too. It kind of what it is like Never Ever. It's kind of like it's.
I always thought it was like purgatory. Right?
I always thought it was like Wendy's imagination.
Oh,
So, and you would think they would read stories to each other, and in the stories there would be Native Americans in America and stuff like that. But I mean, they are from London,
Yeah.
so a lot.
They
like,
definitely
and
leave from
pirate.
London.
Like, yeah, it's
Sure.
a lot of stuff that happened in her head from books and stuff. Because when they read books to each other before they go to Never Neverland, it's pirates and Native Americans and stuff like that.
So that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more
that
sense.
could be. I mean, maybe that's Wendy's idea of heaven or something.
Sure.
Who knows?
Sure.
What a freaky chick. Pirates and Native Americans.
Yeah, she's a freak.
All I want to see in heaven: pirates and Native Americans.
She just wants to kiss a boy with green spandex all day.
Sounds like downtown Sioux Falls.
Sounds like Anna.
Sounds like Anna. Anna.
Wanting to kiss boys in green spandex.
She's also into pirates, so she wants me to be Captain Hook.
How you gonna want somebody to be Pan and Hook, man?
Yeah, wait a second, Anna. Wait a second.
You gotta pick a side here, girl. All right.
Grow up.
So there you have it. That's our brand new segment, the Disney Movie Tournament. Next week we'll be back with 2 more, I think, because I think 2 is just about right.
Yeah.
We probably could have snuck a third one in there, but we'll save that for next week. That'll turn into
Too difficult already.
Yeah, I was about to say 2 is probably
You put me
Dude,
through enough emotional
my heart
stress
can
this
only
week.
take 2.
and we haven't even gotten into the meat, the thickness
I
of it yet,
know.
dude. I'm thinking for round 2, like once we get through the first wave of the bracket, we enlist like our listeners to also give us input and maybe votes for
Yeah.
like the next round
Oh,
to
that'd be
kind of
nice.
help us.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Like it'll just be us 3 going through for
The tourney. Fools.
But yeah, next week we'll be back with the next showdown, which will be, I will say the first one, but I won't say the second one just in case we go on like a huge tangent and only get one matchup done. So next week's matchup is Bambi
Ooh.
and Dumbo.
Ooh.
So
Okay. Both kind of older ones. I like
yeah,
it.
older ones, they kind of match up actually really well.
Yeah, they do
So
match up well.
You got animal protagonists and so on and so forth. It's actually 'cause
The new Dumbo was
Lost parents.
yes.
How dark was the new Dumbo? I heard it was super dark.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't
The
seen
Tim
it.
Burton one, I didn't watch
I
it.
saw part, but it didn't seem that bad to me. I guess.
Really? I heard a comedian talking that he brought his little daughter to it, and he's like, "This was not a movie for my little daughter."
Wow. So tune in next week to watch us talk about Bambi versus Dumbo, and then possibly also round 4 of the first round. And that'll conclude our Disney tournament segment. On to television news. That's a nice little break, I think, in between news stories.
I like it.
So before the CW was even the CW, the Winchester brothers were hunting monsters, man. 17 years of a ride. But on this Thursday, that Impala, man, that gets parked forever. The 2-hour season finale of Supernatural will feature a 1-hour retrospective special, followed by the finale itself, and that's this Thursday. It comes to an end. I am caught up on everything, and I've watched it not since the beginning, because like I had two friends that were always like, "You need to watch this." I was like, "Well, no." Because you guys you guys want me to, so obviously I'm not going to do that.
You hipster.
And then eventually I just ended up like, because I used to get up at like 5 a.m. for work, and at 5 a.m. you get 2 episodes of Supernatural, and then 2 episodes of Smallville, and then like 2 episodes of Charmed.
Ooh.
Like
Wait, you got 6 episodes in before work?
I don't remember the exact lineup. I think Smallville ended at like 4.
Oh.
And then Supernatural was on 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and then Charmed was on 6 to 7, 7 to 8. So I only got halfway through an episode of Charmed before I had to leave to work.
Nah.
I love Charmed. So that's how I got into Supernatural, and then I binge watched all of it. So it sucks that this is the last and final week of Supernatural. It's been a crazy ride, and if you like the show as much as I do, then hopefully you'll like the finale. I don't know. I hope it doesn't suck.
Right. Game of Thrones.
Everything. I think I told you sorry, but everything after that one season just gets weird to me.
After like the Angel season.
Yeah, everything just got kind of weird after that.
It gets pretty biblical.
And there's some Leviathans. Whatever.
The Leviathan season was good.
That was like
I like the Leviathan.
That was a good one, but everything
they killed Bobby.
Didn't you have to cut them all up and like bury their body parts in different parts of the world? Or am I thinking of
somebody else?
All you really need was some borax.
Borax, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Borax killed
Oh,
him.
they figured that out because the person was cleaning, like, and it was dripping on him when they were trying to torture him. Sorry, I'm giving away spoilers, guys.
Yeah, spoilers from 5 years ago in Supernatural.
Sorry about it.
So it's official. After the success of the first 2 seasons, it was only a matter of time before season 3 was confirmed. The Umbrella Academy will be returning to Netflix for their 3rd season.
Where are on here?
Couldn't be more excited.
I could just this microphone right now.
Where are we on the? Oh, we're here. Okay, I see it. Sorry.
Yes,
Go
right
on.
there.
Go on.
He skipped one again. It's okay.
No, that's the end of it. So yeah, they're just coming back for a 3rd season. This makes me super happy, man.
Yeah,
because
that's all I need to hear.
This show is like special, dude. It's really good.
They could really go like. I mean, obviously, I'm sure after 7 or 8 seasons, we'll start being like, yeah, but this is something they could really drag on and on and on, and I'm okay with it.
It really is, yeah. I mean, I haven't read the graphic novels or whatever, the comic books, but like, I'm thinking maybe I probably should, because I could see myself really liking those. I bet.
I'm not gonna lie. They're all kind of shoddy heroes, except for the youngest one.
Right. Yeah. I mean.
Okay, but
that's the whole point of the show, is that they're kind of like dysfunctional.
Yeah, they're like dysfunctional.
It's like
the one
junior version of The Boys.
The one spent an entire season not knowing.
It's
not
like
knowing
The Boys.
The Boys.
Yeah.
One spent an entire season not knowing that she could, level the planet, and then spent the whole next season like bumping her head and forgetting that she could level the planet. Oops.
So
it's like
it was a great scene.
I'm just wondering like how they find a way to nerf Anya in the 3rd season.
I have no idea.
Like, oh man, one of the new students has the ability to pause your powers for 8 episodes.
She's giving, oh man, after all the stuff that's happened, I'm just going to never use my powers again. So, like, all right, great. Season 3, Anya sucks again.
Real quick, another Netflix show was renewed for a 2nd season. Steve Carell's Space Force. That'll be returning for a 2nd season. I think it's kind of dumb myself.
I watched most of the first season. Wasn't really that funny.
Not super.
I just rolled my eyes so hard I gave myself a headache.
Wasn't really that funny.
No, it's kind of hit or miss for me as well.
They spent like a good 5 minutes singing a Beach Boys song, and I was like, "Am I supposed to be laughing?" There's like 5 minutes.
I don't even think I made it through all the way through the 1st season. I mean, it's great for people that liked it. I'm sure they'll be real pumped that there's a 2nd season coming. But
it was okay.
It was capital F fine.
It was fine. It was fine. Okay. As would say every girlfriend.
As some would say. So. Here's something I'm a little more excited about. On November 19th, Will Smith will be bringing together the cast of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for the first time in 30 years Filmed in September, back in September, it'll finally be making its way to HBO Max. Alongside news of the release, a trailer was shared by Will Smith. There's also a in-depth conversation with the original Aunt Viv too. I forget her name, Jacqueline something. The first Aunt Viv before the second one
Look
came
at me.
in.
I'm supposed to know because I'm black. I'm just kidding.
Do you not know?
Well, he was looking. I don't know. I really don't.
Like, do I know more about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air than you? Come on, you got the dark chocolate Aunt Viv, and then you got the milk chocolate Aunt Viv.
Fair enough.
You don't remember the first one was like blacker? I don't want to be,
No, yeah, I get it.
a jerk about it, but yeah, she was a completely different person.
Went from ebony to mocha.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's a
back-
good way to put it.
Go back to your room and listen to the Red Man song, all right?
But what does make the red man red? There. Moving on. This is getting a little.
Don't sue us, but sue Kyle mainly.
Yeah, just kind of.
Just Kyle.
Not the
I am the
entirety.
showrunner, I guess. So,
Yeah.
what do you guys think? Did you watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I did.
I did. Yeah.
I did. I do like it.
So
been
is
a long
this
time,
something
though.
you'd want to watch, a reunion where they just kind of, because they recreated the set of the living room and they're all just going to sit around, I assume just, bull crap and tell stories.
Well, and that's fun, and I could watch it for a little bit, but like,
Yeah. I mean, if it's only like, I don't know how long it's going to be, but I can't imagine it'd be longer than, 2 hours maybe, if even that. I don't know.
maybe I'll watch it then.
I go. I like those like reminiscing about your favorite parts of filming a show, behind the scenes stuff. I always liked that stuff.
What is that in the movie Ted, where he's like, oh, there's the after part where it's what is it, the bar. Cheers. He's like, oh, it's
Cheers,
Cheers, but afterwards they all sit around and talk crap about each other. Let's go watch it. I'm like, if it's kind of like that, that'd be cool.
Fair enough.
Like if Will's gonna be roasting people, I'm in.
Hey, that'd be funny. I like just to talk about Ted real quick when they're at that improv.
Oh.
And they're like, all right, I need a subject. 9/11. And they're like, oh, let's keep it a little PG here. I need a location. A burning orphanage.
Can I get an inanimate object? Tampon.
That part made me laugh.
I think the Ted movies were some of the better writings.
They are
It's
really
like
funny.
really good writing.
They're really funny. I like the second. I kind of like the second one. I like Mila Kunis like unbelievably, but like Amanda Seyfried in that second movie is really cute, man.
Well, when they said they're coming out with a Ted 2, I'm like, oh, all the sequels always suck. It was good though.
That was good. She's
Also,
got.
like her, but her eyes are so big that they creep me out.
They made a joke about it in the movie. She's like, they're like, you got those bring me the precious eyes.
John Malkovich made what show? Oh, well, anyway.
Why don't you shut up, dude?
Yeah, I want you to shut up.
Maybe Space Force. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, probably.
All right, Mike. I will let you take the reins here if you want,
All
because
right.
this is Mike's special.
Oh, that's that actor. Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, John Malkovich was in Red and Con Air and all sorts of stuff.
He's a good actor.
He is a good actor.
So tonight we'll be going over some of the biggest plot holes in movie/TV history. I only have 4 main ones, and then we have a round of like lightning round. But so it won't be that bad. But not too many. But this could go. Just in case anybody's confused what the criteria is, this would include anything that contradicts another element in the movie, plot holes obviously, or is simply so unbelievable that it takes away from the cinematic experience. My first one is Back to the Future 1.
Big one, yep.
How
one of the best known ones.
Yeah.
Sorry to
No,
interrupt.
you go ahead. How in the world did the parents not recognize Marty? So, for reference, he went back in time to save his parents' relationship. By the way, he would have destroyed the whole timeline with everything he did. But all time travel movies Time travel movies always do this, but so I'm not going to bring it up. But in the process, he met his young parents in the past. They memorized his face, right? This guy was a huge part. This guy was
with him.
Yeah, they were with him for a while, and he was a huge part of the story. And then, so by this happening, they would know exactly what he looks like in the present day. Same with the scientists as well, or do they just suffer from memory loss? So, do you get it? Like, as their son is growing up, they're like, he looks strangely like the guy who saved our relationship.
Yeah, but like what day does your son wake up and you're like, square up, dude, from the like,
I mean,
I think Family Guy actually made a joke about this once, where the parents are talking to each other and Dad's like, "You remember that Marty McFly guy that you hung out with for a while?
And almost
that our son looks exactly like."
It's true though. It's kind of a
That would be my first thought. Like, oh, this dude looks exactly like that dude my wife hung out with a whole lot back in high school.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, just time travel movies.
Obviously.
Time travel movies are hard to.
It's real tough with time travel movies.
The next one is probably.
I was thinking of the Hulk in Endgame. Time travel.
Time travel.
Time travel. Like, don't joke about that. It's time travel. All of it's a joke or none of it's a joke.
Somebody went to the bathroom in my suit. I don't know if it was young me or old me
Or me.
or me.
Or me.
Time travel. That's such a good movie.
The next one is probably one of the most ridiculous, from Dark Knight Rises. It was brought up by a comedian. I really want to reference his name, but I don't remember. Why in God's name did the people in charge send the entire, yes, 100% of the Gotham police force down into the sewers to chase Bane and his crew? All at once.
All of them.
All of them all at once.
I have a small argument here.
Sure.
Because there was some police officers left over above ground, and they were sending them notes, and like they just didn't have
Wasn't it just Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah,
I feel like he was the only one that was
it was-
getting a note.
him,
And Robin.
Commissioner Gordon, and that other dude that was at the party that what's her name, Catwoman, took to the bar afterwards. All three of them were above ground.
Okay, so the whole police force but three
But three-
people.
Well, no, I'm
three
just saying
cops,
there had to have
okay.
been. I mean, think about it. Anybody who was off duty at the time.
Okay, so
But when you think about it, they take the police force. Everybody that's left over is just like, okay, I'm not going back outside for a while.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But
So-
I understand.
So
the-
let's say 80%, 70% of the police force.
75 deal.
75.
75 it is, but that's still like
That's
unbelievable amounts of the police.
Also,
force.
a police chief would never say 75% of our force should go down the sewers right now to get these guys.
all of them, yeah. Like everybody that's on duty right
Also,
now.
where was the SWAT?
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of random policemen. Like, I
Yeah.
don't. Okay. Once they were down there, they get trapped for months by Bane. There was no attempt to rescue them by like Navy SEALs or anyone else. Nobody nationally until Batman comes up with a plan.
Yeah, they couldn't get into the city.
Yeah, I know.
all the
no,
bridges, yeah.
All the bridges were gone.
No,
the,
I know-
the
I know
military
that.
doesn't have helicopters. Get out of my face.
And then right, and they don't
or
have like
boats.
But I get it. Bane was like threatening like nobody should come on this
Blow
island.
everything up if anybody tries.
Yeah.
So that part I'll let go. But upon
Better.
finally being rescued months later, they charge out of the sewers ready for battle. They are all clean shaven, impeccably dressed, and none of them are dying of starvation.
Well, they got supplies. I know that.
Yeah, but what did they have? Like, did they bring their shaving utensils and new clothes and everything?
Well, you got to imagine. And here's okay. So
I'm just waiting to see how he justifies
you guys,
this.
you guys have never been to jail before, but you don't really have a whole lot unless people
I
give
just
you
told
money
you
to buy it.
I've been in jail.
Well, not for a
Oh,
long period of time.
okay, yeah.
So if you don't have things right away, you need commissary money to buy it. But after a couple days, they call you indigent, meaning you can't afford it, so they give it to you. So when people give you like supplies to jails, you basically get a care package every week, and it's like razor
But you think
because you
they-
can't survive without certain.
But you
things.
think Bane's dude were dropping like razors and toothpaste down into the sewer for the cops, huh? Instead of just like wet dog food for them to eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going with it.
Hey, you know what?
Plus, think about it. They're in a sewer. They can at least rinse off and just
These police officers need to be clean shaven.
With new clothes and a bunch of food.
I can
you-
smell them. They're beginning
Can you tell
to
that I love
stink.
this movie and I'm going to defend it?
But wait, why didn't
I
Bane?
can smell them. They're beginning to stink. Get them new clothes and deodorant.
What's that smell coming from the sewers? We need to fix this.
So I gotta go over the last part. Cherry on top, they all charge at Bane's army for hand-to-hand combat when they clearly have guns and other weapons at their disposal.
I can't argue that one. I can't argue that one. That one is pretty dumb. I'm sorry.
That scene just like I was like, oh no, like why? But that being said, I do love this movie. By the way,
That's a great movie. It really is.
by the way.
You
Next one.
can't get mad at the Dark Knight. Sorry.
Next one, you guys probably won't be as interested in, but the internet
I've
insisted.
never seen Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl. Yeah, me neither. Wasn't Blake Lively in it?
I
Right.
think so. This one, Anna, this is for you.
at you.
So the internet insisted this was a big one. They're trying to figure out who the Gossip Girl is the whole time. It's somebody who's putting blogs and social media posts about everyone and knows everything.
Right.
And they corner themselves because they keep eliminating who it is. Spoiler: it's a character known as Dan, who's a guy, so it wasn't a girl the whole time.
Well, now we don't need to watch it, Mike.
Next one, I'm pissed.
Moving on.
Hold on. However, several times throughout the show, it'd be impossible to be him. Examples: blog posts and other social media posts happen when Dan is with the group or doesn't have access to internet. So big plot holes there.
Right.
The Gossip. The Gossip Girl having knowledge that Dan did not acquire yet in the show. The list goes on and on. So I had to put that one on there because it was a big one that the internet was talking about. Big plot hole.
The internet. More
2
like
points.
He's engaged. She's like,
One.
you better talk about Gossip Girl.
Yeah, one, not cool that she's making you do this.
She
Two,
didn't make me do
there needs to be some form of punishment for what he just did. We ain't talking about Gossip Girl on this show, all right? I'll get up and leave, all
I
right?
brought up The Notebook, whatever.
Yeah, you guys brought up chick flicks all the time.
I mean, we talked about Vampire Diaries like twice, too.
Oh,
But still,
Vampire
it's
Diaries I was going to
Gossip
put on.
Girl.
I think I put it in the honorable mentions. Maybe not. Anyway, so the last one is
This isn't over.
This isn't over. This argument isn't over. The next one is
It still isn't over.
Okay, let's keep doing it. I promise Anna didn't make me do it. I'm just a hoe bag. And then I put every horror movie ever made. Why does no one know how to use a gun or own a gun or know any sort of self-defense? And why are the police/military never involved? Or if they are, they're completely useless and don't use modern technology.
Okay, so I've never been a scary movie guy, right?
Right.
And I feel like the reason why is every time I see something, I'm like, I would straight put hands on this bad guy.
Exactly.
Like, that's always my thing. I will fight this dude with a machete.
right.
Or let's say the person doesn't know how to fight. Nobody owns a gun or knows how to use a gun.
That's true.
No. My favorite explanation for all of this is like the Tucker and Dale versus Evil movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't, you need to treat yourself to the best slasher movie in the world.
Anna's never seen Gossip Girl. Go ahead.
She's lying.
She's
I'm just kidding. You're not lying. Anyway, Tucker and Dale versus Evil is... I don't want to spoil the movie because it really is just a joy. So I'm just going to stop talking about it.
Yeah,
now,
I was
and
about
I'm
to say,
gonna-
what are you doing?
And I'm going to make you go and watch it. Like, I'll make you.
Tucker and Dale
Tell Kinsey we're
Tucker
watching
and Dale
tonight.
versus Evil.
versus Evil.
Telling Kinsey we're watching it tonight.
It's amazing.
Is it you said it's a horror movie
It's, yes.
or thriller?
It's like a thriller slasher comedy.
Sure. Oh, I like a comedy
It's-
thriller.
it's-
Anybody notice I turned my back to him after?
I watched this. I watched this with
Tanner
my.
will love me again
I
in
watched
5
this with
minutes.
my mom, and I was like, my mom's gonna hate this. And I've never seen her laugh like quite like that ever in my life. It's so funny, dude. Ugh.
I knew Tanner would hate this section because I'm crapping on all the movies he loves. Just kidding.
What's he reading now?
Okay, honorable mention speed round. Okay, ready? If Buzz Lightyear really thought he was a space ranger and not a toy in the first movie, then why would he freeze up like everyone else when humans walked into the room?
Because he wanted to. Because he wanted Annie's mom to play with him next.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
never
mind
thought of
blown?
that
He
before.
didn't know he was a toy, but he always like
Mind
freezes up.
blown. And it's not like they're forced to freeze up because when humans are in the room, like Woody will do stuff like reach for stuff.
Right.
It's not like it's a forced magic thing. It's
Right.
like they're choosing to.
I skipped ahead and read the next one. I'm telling you, if this doesn't get deleted right now,
Okay, we gotta do it. We gotta do it for the viewers. Although Tanner will beat me up after the show for this. How did LaRusso win the karate tournament in the first movie with a head kick when the ref explained several times throughout the tourney that head kicks were illegal?
Because he wanted to play with his mom. Next.
Next, okay, lightning round. Like
also, what is that spelling of Larusso?
I know it's pretty bad.
He's Italian. There's no
LaRusso.
he was spelling it like this. He had his phone and he was LaRusso.
Just for the
La
viewers,
Russo brothers.
We're not going to tell you how I spelled it. Anyway, Angela reveals to Dwight that he is the biological father of her kid when he went through a DNA test the previous season, proving he wasn't. In the office.
Right.
Never seen it. Next.
I guess we could chalk.
Next.
I guess we could chalk that up to a faulty DNA test. I guess
This one is for any of the girl followers. In Glee, Quinn recovered from a life-altering wheelchair-binding car accident in just a few months. All of this to have a flawless performance in nationals. Glee's like a dancing movie. Next.
Glee is a show, not a movie.
Whatever show.
Can I mention that High School
are-
Musical?
Making me mad on every level right
Can
now.
I mention that High School Musical has a TV show that's called High School Musical: The Musical? It's got like some unbelievable long name, and there's a Christmas special, and it's called High School Musical: The Musical: The Christmas Special. That's what it's called.
Wow.
Just real quick, I'm
That's
like,
about it. That's about
shorten it
enough of
up,
that.
I
guys.
was
That's
about to
enough
say,
of
that hurt my soul.
Figured it.
That figured out. In Friends, it's stated as fact that Phoebe's father left before she's even born, yet it's also revealed that...
He just said Phoebe.
Wait,
Say her name right. Say it right. Say it right now. Phoebe.
Phoebe.
It's Phoebe.
I think I wrote it wrong here.
He just said Phoebe, dude.
Sorry. Phoebe? It's because of how I spelt it. It's because of how I spelt it.
I know it is.
It's because...
That's so
All right. Tanner will never forgive me. I spelt it with an O, guys, just so you guys know.
Phoebe Buffet. Phoebe Buffett.
All right, now that Tanner hates me forever.
Oh, that's so funny, dude.
Okay, but that is a good one, right? It says her father left before she was born, yet then it's later revealed that, like, stuff, I don't know, never mind. Basically, he sang her lullabies as a baby.
Phoebe's a little, like, one or two crayons short of a full box, though, so
That could also be a factor.
chalk it up to insane.
Next one. This might piss some people off. It's clearly stated that White Walkers can't swim and are generally afraid of water, yet somehow they were able to wrap a giant chain around the dragon at the bottom of a frozen lake.
Yeah, because they sink, so they sank down to the bottom and took the chain with them.
Whether they like it or not, I imagine they have to listen to the Night King.
Oh, so you mean they just suicided to the bottom
Here's my part on
To
that.
hook it, yeah.
and then just died?
Here's my part on that: is why did you need the chains? Can't he just?
True.
I mean, I guess he probably could.
Yeah.
Dramatic effect.
Yeah, that eye-opening part, it was very dramatic.
And everybody's like, where did he get the chains? I'm like, probably Hardhome.
Yeah.
That's my answer to
So I
there.
guess that
East
one
Watch by
could.
the sea.
So that one could have an answer. At the end of the day, you could just suicide your guys into the lake, even though they can't
Yeah.
swim. Just
I
to
mean,
get
when
the
you
chain.
have 2 billion of them,
Yeah.
what's 10 of them to go down there?
10 of
and
them to
wrap
go
a
get the chain. Okay, I'll accept that. In Willy Wonka, Grandpa Joe is bedridden until Charlie finds a golden ticket. Also, Charlie forgets about all of his other grandparents and his mom in the process.
I think we could just chalk this up to like the grandpa being a shitty person.
I saw a meme last
and
week. It was like
Charlie getting that trait from him.
I saw the meme last week, and it was like, so you're telling me you want to be bedridden this whole time, and as soon as we get a trip to go on a factory, you want to jump up and start acting like you're part of this family? Come on.
Doesn't he like dance in the
Yeah.
factory
Yeah, he
at some point
dances.
too?
Well, he dances in the house when he gives him the golden ticket. He
gotta be
gets up out
kidding
of
me.
yeah.
You gotta be.
You ain't
Listen
been
up.
paying
Oh,
bills
listen
for how
up,
many years, and you
fucko.
want to go?
And look at all the other grandparents' faces and the mom like, what? We're here. Like,
And you're like, listen up, fucko.
listen.
Not cool.
Oh, you have the next few, by the way.
Oh, I do, huh? So, I was like, this is always one that's bothered me is Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption. Tunnels out of Shawshank prison, and it's shown that he's crawling headfirst through the tunnel when they go back and explain it. But the poster's put back up on the wall over the hole. Like how?
Yeah. Well, has really tiny fingers.
Like he put some glue on his shoes and then just like
Yeah. No, it doesn't make any sense.
it makes no sense at all. Like,
Depends on how big the tunnel was. It looked like a decent sized tunnel.
no,
Can you
it's
turn
like
around?
shoulder. It's like small. Like he's like crawling through it.
Yeah. He had to have glue.
And
on
even
his
if
shoes.
it wasn't, how do you get it perfectly like
Toit.
like tight against the wall? Like it
you-
makes
I'll
no
give you
sense.
that. I'll give
He
you
would have needed to have help. I mean,
give you that.
and not to mention that it took him 20 years to dig that tunnel. How many prisoners do you know stay in the same cell for 20 whole years? Like I doubt it.
Yeah.
Like,
I like your next one.
Yeah, I like the next one too. So Uruk-hai from the Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, knowing what a menu is, despite having no restaurants in Isengard or anywhere in Middle Earth, besides maybe
They've
like
got
the Prancing
taverns,
Pony.
all right.
I don't even know if the
Meat's back on the menu.
But even at the
boys!
prancing, they didn't have a menu.
I don't think
you
they
just
have a
you just
menu.
went up and ordered at the bar.
Like what? How does Middle Earth know this?
Yeah.
This
this
menu,
saying, yeah.
this menu saying that some would say.
Thank you, Anna.
No, I'm sorry, Phoebe. Okay, I'm sorry. That is how I had it typed out.
No, it's fine. You're single again.
Yeah, all right, time to go looking again for another girl.
All you got to do is dress up like Captain Hook, and boom, you'll get a girl.
True.
All right. The next one I added here is if Ryan Reynolds is your dad, how would you not recognize his voice? That super distinguishable, noticeable voice when it comes out of the Pikachu.
Well, obviously he had a head injury and concussion. And he forgot it all. I don't know. There's no.
Not the son.
No, I know. I'm making stuff
Like
up.
the son. Like if I hear Ryan Reynolds' voice, I'm like, oh, that's Ryan Reynolds.
I was just making something up to try and.
Like I guess
It doesn't
oh,
make
Like
I-
right
I-
now, with that up, he could yell into this room right now and be like, "Hey, what's up, Tanner?" I'd be like, "Ryan fucking Reynolds."
That's Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
dude. Like this. There's no like, gosh, is that maybe Ryan Reynolds? No, that is
That's
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
So that never made sense.
That's like the same thing as the Back to the Future thing. You would recognize the voice. And how they would,
Exactly.
yeah.
Ooh, my arm is extra tight tonight.
Oh, the last one, I had to put this at the end because this is, some people consider it the biggest of all time, but there's actually,
I hear you.
I won't go over it, but
There's a
we
whole
can-
video that we've watched.
We'll talk a
about
little
it,
bit
yeah.
about
why
it.
didn't
yeah.
the Fellowship take the Eagles to Mordor?
I still got one more if you want to save it till the end.
Oh, I didn't see. No, you go
Yeah.
ahead. You go ahead.
This isn't necessarily a huge plot hole. It's just always kind of bugged me is how the build-up for the Tyrannosaurus Rex in Jurassic Park is like huge. You can hear the water coming when they're locked in front of the exhibit. It rips the fence down. You can feel the earth shake when it's coming. Yet at the end of the movie, when the raptors are surrounding all four of the characters, it just like sneaks into the building like without anybody feeling it or knowing it. It just like starts ripping raptors to pieces. I don't buy it.
He was working on his stealth. His stealth was 99.
I don't buy it, man. Rexgate.
His Rex game. His
He went
illusion.
from one side of the island to the other in stealth mode. By the time he got
Yeah.
there, it had leveled up quite a few times.
Yeah,
I suppose,
he used
yeah.
stealth
Now
and
he can-
illusion.
Now he can crouch and like nobody sees him at all.
True.
So last one we already said. Why didn't the Fellowship just take the Eagles to Mordor? Anybody want to take this first? Because I've watched videos on
So
it
they were
too.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Is the video that I saw and how it was talked about. They're supposed to. Before Gandalf falls, he says, "Fly, you fools."
Yeah.
Right on the other side where they would come out at in the Misty Mountains would have been right at the top is where the Eagles live. So Gandalf supposedly was supposed to be taking them to the Eagles. He dies, says, "Fly, you fools." They run into the frickin' forest, which they should not have done.
They go the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also heard somebody say that it wouldn't have been safe on the Eagles because warfare with the Nazgul, aerial warfare, the Eagles can't do their techniques like all their barrel rolls and stuff. So it'd be
In Return of the King.
Wait, no, but they didn't have people.
They
on
weren't
their- I'm
carrying
saying,
hobbits.
no, I'm saying like with people on their back, they can't do warfare.
Yeah, they couldn't do that with hobbits on their back.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have spent like a month devising some kind of saddle to ride these things into war
True.
instead of spending. I think the whole course of that 3 movies takes like 3 years for them to go from one side to the other.
Could be true.
So
Right.
It's a lot of walking.
my argument,
It's a lot of walking with
It is a lot
jewelry.
of- It is a lot of walking.
Bringing jewelry from one end of the place
especially
to
for
the
barefoot dudes.
Yeah, right. With very short legs.
They got some rough feet though. So
They do. I guess we're on video games.
all right, we are moving on to video games, boys. This is my personal favorite part of today's episode for
bet.
reasons I will reveal. First up, Pokemon Go has finally been linked with Pokemon Home. The feature was rolled out early last week, exclusive to level 40 players. Soon after, level 30 players were also incorporated, and as of right now, all players are able to use the feature. This allows you to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home, which can then be distributed to other Pokemon games like Sword and Shield, as well as other compatible games. However, once you transfer a Pokemon from Go to Home, it is permanent. You cannot send it back. You do need a Nintendo Online subscription to use it, and it is worth noting that you may want to purchase a Pokemon Home subscription if you plan on storing more than 30 Pokemon. You are allowed up to 30 Pokemon in the storage for free.
Oh, that's not enough at all.
That is not enough for serious players.
How are you going to
I got
catch
more
them all?
shinies than that.
So yes, for anybody that seriously transfers Pokemon from game to game, that is definitely not enough. So I would encourage buying that membership, which gives you up to a lot.
A lot.
So, staying on Pokemon, Pokemon Go is also incorporating a limited distance increase for Pokemon trades through Niantic's English post about the update did not, though the Niantic's English post didn't update how far the distance is allowed. The Korean announcement confirmed that the maximum range you can trade is 12 kilometers, which is 7.4 miles. Which is cool. You can trade, play.
Trade play.
I don't want to talk about Pokemon anymore.
That's just too bad.
That's all of our points for the rest of the podcast.
Deathloop, the Bethesda time loop assassin game I've talked about on the podcast before, now has a planned release date for May 21st, 2021. Of course, this is subject to change because of game tweaks, obviously, and the pandemic is probably still going to be going on.
Outstanding.
It's not like 2021 is going to hit and a wave of no more bad stuff is going to hit.
Right.
I see people talking like, God, I need to get out of 2020. Like, it's not like it's all going to stop.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a finish line where you get to the end and somebody's just holding a stack of money. Like,
Yeah.
here you go. Here's all the money you lost over 2020. Have it back.
Right.
Your life
No.
sucked on New Year's Eve. It's going to suck New Year's Day. Got it?
Yeah, dude. Bring it on. That's a couple weeks away now, you guys. I'm not ready for holidays again. Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, bringing it in, boys. Possibly the best story of the week. I was able to nab a PlayStation 5, which you already knew if you watched the unboxing video that I streamed on Twitch. After 2 days of play, I haven't experienced the problems that many people have, including game queue crashes, storage repairs, bricking the systems. I haven't experienced any of that, but what I can say is that it's fast. The gameplay looks amazing. It's seamless. The design of the console is something that I really, really like. I know a lot of people were on the fence about. It kind of looks like a modem. Thing is ginormous. And the DualSense controller is like fucking next level, dude. This is the thing
nice.
that's going to sell the PlayStation 5. So, I don't know if you were here for when I got Call of Duty, but like for different guns, yeah, it's different levels of pressure to pull the trigger on the gun. And along with things like walking through sand in video games, you'll be able to tell the difference in between walking on sand and walking on
that's
metal
insane.
or swimming in water. And it works because if you play like Astro's Playroom, which is included for free in the PlayStation 5, it's a great display of all of this.
Oh,
It's next level, dude. Like
that's insane.
this controller is out of this world, man. And I don't regret buying a PlayStation at all. I'm just happy I was lucky enough to get one. Not a lot of people weren't, so
More
Of
hate,
course.
more hate mail for Kyle.
yep, of course. Everybody wants to know though, who's better, Xbox or PlayStation? Digital Foundry wanted to kind of put that to the test. They delivered the first direct comparison of the new console generation using Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, which is on both consoles. It's helpful that you also have a comparison to the Xbox One / PlayStation 4 console generation as well. The TLDR average frame rates are comparable, both over 100 frame rates per second, with Devil May Cry 5 in gameplay. Though the Xbox Series X is more prone to performance drops, quote, when the Xbox frame rate is dipping hard, it dips harder, says Digital Foundry's Richard Ledbetter. It seems to have an advantage in more select areas and in gameplays, whereas in gameplay, which is kind of the more crucial part of the equation, it's the PlayStation 5 that has the advantage. Overall, the advantages of each console are minuscule and almost unnoticed. So basically, enjoy whichever console you like. Both are a wonderful choice.
Yeah, I always grew up with Xbox, but then I kind of switched to PS3 when that came out. But from what you're saying about the controller, I think PS5, that controller.
I think that controller is going to turn a lot of people, dude.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
I
Xbox
played
has
that
the
Astro's Playroom for a little bit, and that was
right.
really the cool
Like
thing
it's
about
just
it. Yeah.
it's just a whole new.
It's also cool the noise. I mean, I know PS4 had like controllers that had noises come out of it or whatever.
Right.
It wasn't as prevalent.
Well,
in this one, it's like everything you do has a noise that comes right out of
Right.
the controller of your face.
Did PS4 have that? Because you can like talk to your friends like you're talking on a phone while you're playing a video game.
This one was just like, as I was playing, I could hear the TV and the surround sounds.
Right,
whatever.
and there is no microphone on the PlayStation 4 controller.
Yeah, but then you would just also be like hearing like the wind blow coming out of the controller, like stuff.
And you can like when you're walking, you can feel like if wind is pushing you, you can feel the wind pushing you as you walk into it. It's nuts, man.
That's nuts.
I think that's going to sell a lot of PlayStation consoles. Like just how awesome that.
It also will make each controller very expensive separately.
True. I think they're 70.
70. See, that's not as bad as I thought, though. I mean, it's still.
I'd have to double check, but
still
yeah,
a lot of money, but
it is. I think I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 70.
yeah. Because what about those? You know, there's a lot of people who rage at video games and throw their controller.
Right.
You do not want to do
You
that.
don't want to do that.
with a PS5 controller.
You do not want to do that with this one.
Then again, people do that with like the $1,000 iPhone too. They just like throw it.
Just whip it when they.
People just get mad.
I've done it.
I got a buddy that got mad and like took his controller and squeezed it and then like punched his bed or whatever like on both sides, but his phone was sitting right next to him, so like
Smash.
the corner of the controller smashed into his phone and just left the perfect little like spider web right in his phone.
Jeez.
I was like, oh man, I bet he regrets that now.
I'm sure.
All right. So the second DLC for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot lands tomorrow. That's the 17th. And in a full article from the lead developer, we got some juicy details. Quote, one interesting feature we would like all of you to enjoy is the Horde Battle. In the Horde Battle, you will be fighting against a massive number of enemies, and this was developed to reproduce the desperate battle against the Frieza army like the people saw in the movies. Also, please keep in mind that while this boss battle episode is built upon the settings from the movie, it actually has its own original story to match the settings and outcomes of the base game. For example, because it was possible to bring the Ginyu Force back to life in the base game, you will have to take them on in the DLC again as well. And that particular part of it I love because it's a trophy. You can collect all the 7 Dragon Balls and you can wish to fight the Ginyu Force again. It'll bring them back to life and you go fight them again, but now it's incorporating like that choice you made into this DLC, which is awesome. It's not a huge choice effect, but I love choice effect stuff. It's big for me. So
Yeah. I do like choice effect stuff too. That's a huge trend in any open world RPG now, if you think about it.
right.
I mean, we all love Witcher. That was
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean one choice you make affects like the outcome of a game, and I love that because you get different games essentially.
Also, just side note, really quick. How many of you chose Tess and Triss, and how many of you chose?
So I've done a playthrough where I've done all of them. Like I did Yennefer on my first one, I did both on my second, which doesn't end well.
Wait, you can do both? I didn't even know.
Yeah,
that.
you can
Three-way.
you can juggle them both. Maybe I'll have to replay it again and see how that one ends.
Yeah.
And then yes, you can go with Triss, or you can go with nobody. I haven't done that yet.
Wasn't like one of the first games to do that though? Kingdom Hearts.
I
Where
believe
you
so.
get a
Yeah.
different ending
Oh,
depending
yeah.
on like the choices you make. I think it's the beginning.
Those
It's not
were-
the gameplay.
I think
choices.
honestly, I think didn't Fallout 1 do that too?
Yeah,
For the PC.
Yeah, the early Fallouts had something like that. Because you could choose if you wanted to join Brotherhood of Steel or
Right.
any other ones. And that would
Which could affect outcomes. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, sorry. Back to Dragon Ball Z. Love Dragon Ball Z. I didn't hear anything about this DLC though.
Did you play the game?
No, because I don't think. Well, it probably is for PC. Actually, it probably is.
This is
I
actually
got,
one
I
of
got stuck in a part, and then my old manager told me things I could do, and then I think you told me some things I could do to get past it, and I was like, wow. Bought that game, played for one day, stopped playing, and now I got to start playing it again.
Yeah, now you got.
No, it's a really cool game, man. It's actually one of the easier platinums I ever scored.
Yeah,
So, and I like getting platinums, so I won't
I like it, but
I won't argue with that.
what? Last one is obviously Kyle's eulogy because he's now dead to the world.
R.I.P. Kyle.
R.I.P. Kyle. As many of you know, Kyle got a PS5 and he will not be leaving his house anymore, except for to go to work. I did have Bible verses and a candlelight ceremony, but I didn't bring any of that. So we'll just do final words and well
We're all
wishes.
just dust in the wind.
So
My
yeah,
boy Kyle.
I'd like to perform a song.
At my eulogy.
Try Jesus. Don't try me. Because I fight.
rest in peace. So Kyle is dead to the world now until the PS5 gets out of fashion.
I would say, yeah, maybe 4 or 5 months. I'll
Yeah.
probably be dead.
Yeah, I'll probably do. Yeah. So I've never finished.
So I'm gonna apologize to all of the cute girls that might want to go on a date with me within the next few months. My bad,
My bad.
but no.
We got some fights to talk
All
about.
right, we
too.
had some fights last weekend. We made some predictions on.
I feel like some stuff got switched up on the fight card, though.
Yeah, it seems like
Yes.
it always does, doesn't it?
Yeah, like bad, though.
These three fights didn't happen, and a lot of it was because of missing weight, sickness, and a bunch of other things.
It looks like we got a short sports section this week.
I feel like we just got the top two. 'cause
In fact, Dana White said if Paul Felder. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we were going into sports nerds. Go away.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
just kidding.
Yeah. If you watched up to this point, we
Did
love
you hear Dana White said if Paul Felder didn't take the fight, he was going to scratch the entire card.
Wow.
Because that's how many people pulled out.
I want to know how much you made for a short notice fight like that.
Yeah,
You get
Probably
a good
chunk of
you get a
cheddar
good
cheese.
bonus for that.
Probably a good chunk of cheddar cheese, that's for sure.
So the first three fights didn't happen, so I don't know what to do about.
Yeah.
The first
I'll
three
just
fights
do
from the
top
bottom.
two, I guess.
From the bottom.
Hopefully they reschedule. So, did Abdul win? Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
No. Chaos Williams won. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
Ooh.
Or should I
I
type
switched the
UFC
camera to me
card?
like right as I yawned. That was like poor timing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, this guy.
Ooh, 30 seconds too.
Keep,
Wow.
You guys got to keep your eyes on him because he's a killer.
Keep your
Yeah,
eyes on me
sounds like it.
before you wake up from a nap.
Solid hands. Oh,
And then Dos Anjos, dude. That's still surprising to me, dude.
yeah. We all picked Felder.
I mean, I don't want to make an excuse, but yeah, I guess 5 days notice, going 5 rounds. I can't imagine
Yeah,
that
it's a little rough.
I can't imagine that he won the last 3 at all with 5 days to get ready for a fight.
No.
But I'm assuming he won round 1, maybe a little bit of round 2. I didn't get to watch all the fights, so
Right.
I think he did pretty well, actually, making all 5 rounds in general
yeah,
on that short
gotta be
notice.
difficult.
I have to give it to Paul Felder. He was actually in pretty high spirits after the fight.
Respect.
He was in pretty high spirits. He's like, I didn't get finished, and I had 5 days notice.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
I
watching.
mean,
I was watching a video of him talking about his dad before the fight, and he was like crying, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love him that much more now."
right.
Oh, did you hear? And then Paul Felder's like, guys, get your shit together, make weight, because like I said, a lot of this card fell through because of egregious weight misses and other stuff. So
I like when you say
It's sad. Yeah, it's sad, man. Like there needs to be a more serious penalty. Maybe not quite so ridiculous like Adesanya suggests, but
Yeah,
if you
right.
miss weight, there should be a more
there should be.
stinging punishment to where you don't want to do that. Like it's your job.
Well, okay. So here's the thing:
2 days in the stocks.
missing weight by like 1 or 2 pounds sometimes happens.
It does. Yeah.
Apologize to your opponent, take the pay cut. But when you miss weight by 7 pounds, you were never planning on making weight.
No,
Well, another thing, too,
absolutely
is
not.
It seems like it happens quite a bit between the months of October, January, February, which I've had that problem too, where you get sick when you're trying to cut weight and it becomes freaking
Well,
impossible.
here's the thing. I actually don't apply this rule to heavyweights. Like what happened with you, totally fine. If you're a heavyweight, I don't even think there should
Never missed weight as a heavyweight.
be. Didn't you say you got sick and?
It was. So we agreed to fight at 185.
Oh.
The guy thought the fight was at 170, so I came in a pound over, which would have been within my 1 pound at 186. So technically, I still would have made weight. But then they were like, "Yeah, this fight's at 170," and I was like, "I never took a 170 fight. I took a 185 fight."
Right.
Well, that's not your fault then.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
But like
Poor kid.
I said, if you miss weight by 7 pounds, you were never planning on making weight. You were just gonna step on the scale and be like, "What now, pussy? Are you gonna take the fight?" Like that's just how it goes.
Pretty much.
But that's like a cheap thing to do, and it's literally cheating. You know,
So is holding the towel. I'm looking at you, Cormier.
Cormier. Cormier.
Did you see all of that? Did you see all that John Jones stuff or whatever?
Who else just held the towel recently?
Oh, I think I did see that.
We just talked about it not that long ago. It was like a main event for. What was it? Yeah. Google towel holders.
Towel holders UFC. It'll just be a bunch of pictures of Daniel Cormier. Hold
I sure hope so.
on. Maybe if I go to images. Yeah, it's just a bunch of images of Daniel and then towel holders. Okay, is there not gonna?
Because yeah, he held it for Khabib, right? Yeah.
Oh, it was Khabib.
Yeah.
Khabib versus Gaethje.
Yeah.
That's what it was because he was holding
Yep.
the towel too.
Yep. He was holding. Yeah, he was holding it for Khabib.
So at that gym, they teach
Towel holding.
AK.
Yep.
If you're
Or
2.5, 3 pounds
So-
over, you hold that towel. All right.
So Michael Otamendi sneaks away with a win this week with 1 point.
Chaos Williams.
Let's get this Pokemon over with. I don't want to be in the ring with him anymore.
We're not
Unless there's anything you want to jump into quick, we can do that. Play some Pokemon.
I don't necessarily want to.
Pokemon.
I don't necessarily want to make predictions for next week because I hate the card next week. So
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that card either.
Yeah.
I,
If Figueroa wins, I don't even want to talk about it.
I was
Let's
gonna
not
say
even bring it up.
he's my least favorite champ of all time.
Of all time.
Misses weight 3 times, calls out other people for
He
missing
is
weight.
such a bunker.
All right,
Beats up
guys.
Obi-Wan.
Right?
Time for some Pokemon Kenobi. Here we go.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta catch them all. All right. Let's go. 1 through 9.
8.
You were confident on that. that it's a Bidoof.
But if it's a Bidoof, then you lose
Yeah.
automatically. All right, boys. Let the questioning
Don't mess up this week.
begin.
Fuck you, man.
Is it fire or water type?
No.
Is it electric or grass type?
No.
Psychic or fairy?
No.
Ghost or normal?
No. That's 5.
Fucking A, what is this? Ice dragon, maybe?
You said grass, right? Yep. I'm gonna go rock or fighting. What'd you? Oh, sorry, rock or fighting.
Yes.
Is it fighting?
Yes.
Okay, so
Is it
let me
a
think.
first-gen Pokemon?
Yes. That's 8.
Does it wear boxing gloves?
Yep.
Oh.
That's 9.
wait, but there.
No, there's just one.
There's
There's
just
just
one.
one.
It's just one.
There's
Okay.
just one.
I was about to say because I thought there was an evolution of the Machoke, but he doesn't. He doesn't.
It doesn't wear gloves.
Okay.
No. He wears a title belt that he never deserved.
Oh yeah, that's true. It was a title belt. That's right.
Is it Hitmonchan?
It is Hitmonchan. Boom.
Yes.
10 questions.
Does he wear boxing gloves? Just straight up.
Well, dude,
Sure
I'm just
does.
like, as soon as he said,
Boom. Look
I'm
at
like,
that,
there's
boys.
not a whole lot of
Just so
first-gen
nobody-
fighting Pokemon.
Just so nobody thinks I'm cheating, that is Hitmonchan, boys. Boom. Good job.
Wait,
I feel like that
Does
going
he
as
not-
fast as it did just redeemed last week.
does this guy not have an evolution at all?
No? Well,
He
they
has a-
do in Gen 2. They added.
Oh, 'cause you said
they
Gen
added They added Hitmontop and
Because you said
Tyrogue.
Gen 1, yeah.
But it's not past this. So they added Tyrogue, who evolves into Hitmonlee, Hitmontop, or Hitmonchan.
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
right.
So they basically added like a precursor.
Depending on if his defense is the highest stat, then he goes to Hitmonlee. If his attack is the highest stat, he goes to Hitmonchan. If his health
So
is
it was obviously just a play on Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
I remember that. Zach, we redeem.
He's like, don't mess up this week. Well,
Until you butcher that word.
blink and you miss it, dude, and they're done.
Phoebe.
But I mean,
Tanner's like, nope.
Next time he says phobia, he's gonna have a phobia of these
who's
hands.
that Pokemon?
These hands.
It's Phoebe.
By the way, can we get that animation for if we get the answer right on
Oh,
the screen?
dude!
Like, who's that
Do you think
Pokemon?
we'd be allowed to do that?
Oh,
that would be
true.
so cool, dude. Like,
No, maybe
We are
not.
so not allowed to do that.
Can we make up our own? Like, who's that random creature from that
who's
one
that
thing?
Pokemon card?
Just Kyle's voice card.
All right.
All right, boys.
Get out of here.
This has been a fun week. We got some good. We got some good news. We got some bad news. We got a tournament down, and I got a PlayStation 5. If you like the show,
Yeah.
You're so amazing.
Kyle, you're so amazing.
Can't even beat Spider-Man though.
I hope Moana loses in the first round.
What?
That'll never happen.
That'll never happen.
I'll leave and you won't get any votes.
You're welcome. Remember, if you like the show, to go and follow us on Facebook at Velocity Entertainment, YouTube at Velocity Entertainment, and Patreon.com at Velocity Entertainment. We got brand new tiers revamped at Patreon to give you real cool rewards, like not calling in, but getting a shout out, writing in, and selecting topics to talk about. I think I'm going to start incorporating 20 questions picks. You can write in and select Pokemon for these guys to try and guess in 20 questions or less.
For just a few dollars, we'll do a podcast shirtless with bow ties.
You're dang right we will.
I already
Dang
said for
right
$1
we
I'd send butt pics, but nobody sent any in yet. So
will. But it's $1 a cheek.
Yeah.
So $2 for a full butt pick.
that's right.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, thanks to everybody that watches the show. You know, we got some loyal listeners and watchers. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, we don't do this for money or for fame. We just like to talk about nerdy stuff. So
It would be nice to also tell your friends.
it would be nice to be rich and famous.
Just nice.
So if anybody like personally knows like Conor McGregor, we'd love to have him on the show. But he's got to pay.
Yeah, he's got to work up. He's got to work up to our podcast.
So thanks again, everybody. Remember, patreon.com/Velocity Entertainment, youtube.com at Velocity Entertainment, and Facebook velocity.com, Velocity Entertainment. You can also check us out on podcast services around the world. Remember to rate us on those as well. So until next Monday, guys, game on. Keep watching the movies and have a good night, guys.
Yeet, yeet.